Hi guys, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing my top summer baby / mom hacks to help you guys get through the summer. It's going to be a long, hot one. As we all know, a lot of us are doing mommy camp maybe for our older kids or taking care of our little babies full-time at home by ourselves. So I wanted to help you guys out and share my top hacks for getting through that summer with a baby. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out, and subscribe to my channel down below to see more. And if you want to follow along with more of my everyday life as a Jewish mom, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Okay, so let's jump in. The first hack I'm going to share is one about sunscreen, because for me, this is one of the toughest parts about being a mom in the summertime is constantly applying that sunscreen. So my top hack for this is to buy the stick sunscreen. It looks like a little makeup tube or something, and you can just twist it up or down, and it really easily glides across their skin. You can rub it in a tad if you need to, but for some of them you don't even need to, and it's so quick and easy, and it really has helped me a lot. If you have an older baby that really fusses and doesn't want to put on sunscreen, I often will put on sunscreen while they're eating a snack and their hands are busy and occupied and they're busy and occupied. I'll also apply sunscreen in the stroller, another place that they can't get out of and can't move around, and I sometimes will apply sunscreen in the car seat. This can be a little bit messy, especially if you're not using the stick sunscreen, but at least you know that they are secure and you can get that sunscreen on them. Sunscreen is one of those things where you just have to battle it out and get it on your kids. So I find being able to do it in a place where they can't move too much really helps. I also, by the way, do like the spray sunscreen, but I don't find its coverage to be as good as the stick or some of the other sunscreen versions, so I will use it on their legs or if we're just going out and about for a little bit, but if I want to make sure they're fully covered, I go with the stick. My next tip for summer is to get outside every day. I know it's hot out there, but I think it helps regulate our kids so much, even little babies, to be out enjoying some fresh air. So I often will take my kids out and on a stroller walk the first thing every day. So that's about 8 a.m. sometimes closer to 9 a.m. We'll have breakfast in the stroller even, or a snack, because I want to make sure they get outside and get that outside time before it gets too hot. Sometimes at the end of the day, I'll take them out again if it's been one of those really hot days. But the afternoons, at least where we live in the Washington, D.C. area, can be some of the hottest and muggiest. So I try to make sure we get outside no matter what every single morning. My next summertime hack is homemade bubbles. So babies love bubbles. They love playing with them and chasing them, and they're not too expensive to buy, but they can be filled with a lot of chemicals, and they can be annoying to have to store and have to get out, and then they spill all the time, and I just find them kind of gross feeling on my fingers. So I don't love the bubble formula, but we just use soap and water. I use dish soap and water, and that way I don't have to store a ton of bubbles or buy the bubbles or let the bubbles spill, and they work out just as nicely for making bubbles. Babies love them just as much. And bonus, you have a bunch of soap around, so you can maybe involve some cleaning in your bubble activity as well. My next hack is about diapers. So I don't buy the disposable swim diapers, and I'll explain to you why I think they're kind of a waste. So disposable swim diapers are meant really just to catch poop, because when you're in a pool or swimming, they don't actually absorb the pee. They just make sure that any solid stuff is not going anywhere. And the other benefit of them is they don't puff up like a normal diaper. So if you put a baby with a normal diaper into a pool, or if you're playing around in the water outside, it puffs up instantly, and it's horrible feeling for them. But what you can buy are swim diaper covers, which serve the same purpose. You can switch them up to just this reusable cloth, especially if you're just playing outside in your own home, so you don't have to waste the swim diapers, which are super expensive. They're annoying to get on and have to store everything, so I just don't mess with them. I just use the reusable cloth ones, and most of the time they're not pooping in them anyways, and then you can just wash them and reuse them, and I find it works much better. You want to be really careful keeping your baby in a wet diaper from swimming or playing in the water outside, because it can cause skin rashes for them super quickly, and it's just really uncomfortable on their little tush. My next hack is for a little bit older babies, and this is a summertime easy and free activity, which is painting with sponges. So we love to go outside with just a bucket of water and some sponges and some paintbrushes, and I let them paint the walls, paint the floor, paint the dog, whatever they want to paint, they can paint because it's just water and it's really fun. They can be as wild and creative with it as they want. It'll dry right away and it's really fun for the little ones. By the way, if you are looking for outside water play activities, I highly recommend getting a half sand, half water table. This I think is the best investment for summer. They run between $30 and $100. They come in all sorts of different varieties. I'll link the one that we have in our backyard if it's not sold out right now. And I think this provides the most open-ended, creative, fun play for really hours on end. And my last tip for you guys is all about shade cover in the stroller. So I want to recommend the Aiden and I blankets if you're out walking, and even if your stroller does have a full canopy that hangs over and protects your kid, usually their little feet or sometimes parts of their body are still exposed, especially when the sun's hitting from the side or something. So I always carry an Aiden and I blanket with us and just drape it over the stroller because it's super breathable, super lightweight, but it just allows some of the light to be blocked and some of the sun to be blocked if it's getting on them. You still do want to make sure they're wearing sunscreen if they're exposed. It's not a UVA protector in any way, but it does help just block out the light and give them a peaceful surrounding if you're hoping for those stroller nap walks. So that's it. Those are my summer baby hacks. I hope you guys found them helpful and liked it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Subscribe to my channel to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.